Can you solve this basic math problem? A lot of people actually get this wrong because they make one very common mistake with the order of operations and fractions. Today we are going to be looking at the step-by-step way to get the correct answer. Some people rush to multiply the numbers on the right side first because they've seen that the whole number and the fraction are next to each other. Now here is the trap. A student might look at this question and firstly decide to what? To attempt this, thereby solving it this way. 5 cancel 5, then we are left to 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 will give us what? 5. This answer is wrong. Why 5 is wrong is because according to the order of operations called PEMDAS and BODMAS, division and multiplication are of the same priority. If you have division and multiplication together in an expression, you work from the left to the right depending on the sign that comes first. If you have the division first, you start from the division. If you have the multiplication first, you start from the multiplication. Likewise, this also applies to the order of BODMAS. Now, when operations have the same priority, you must work from the left to the right. You cannot just jump ahead and do the multiplication first just because it looks easier. Now, let's look at the right way of solving this expression. Let's write the question again. 15 divided by 3 over 5 multiplied by 5. In order for us to solve this, what we are going to be doing now is we shall be identifying the order of operations. Since we have the division and the multiplication, we shall be starting from the left to the right. Starting from the left, which is the division sign, we shall be applying a rule called KCF. K stands for keep, C stands for change, and F stands for flip. To divide by a fraction, you have to multiply by its reciprocal. That is, K stands for keep, we shall be keeping the 15. C stands for change, we shall be changing the division to multiplication. Then F stands for flip, we shall be what? Flipping the 3 over 5 to its reciprocal. So the reciprocal will now turn to what? 5 over 3. Now let's rewrite the first part of our question. The first part of our question says 15 divided by 3 over 5. So by the time we write this using the KFC rule, we are going to be having what? 15 multiplied by 5 over 3. Now 3 in 15 will give us what? 5. 5 multiplied by 5 will give us 25. So we solved the first part of the expression. Now let's substitute the 25 back into the original expression. You know, we solved the first part. So the first part gave us what? 25 as our answer. So we now have what? 25 multiplied by 5. We are left with multiplication by 5 after we solved the first part. So let's bring it back here. So we have 25 multiplied by 5. 25 multiplied by 5 will give us what? 125. This is the final and correct answer. So 125 is our correct answer, not 5. Once you remember to go from the left to the right, then you will surely get the correct answer. If you found this video helpful, kindly hit the like button, subscribe for more math tips, and drop a comment if you got it on your first try. Bye.